friends, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Fort Worth Roots.
We can do. We can do part 2 at Cloudland someday.
Okay, yeah, that'd be
great.
cool.
Yeah, that'd be great. It's like you got to work
let it roll.
Yeah, Mike's
It's
the
all
new
part
addition.
of the ambience.
Yeah. I'm sure our listeners are loving this right now.
yeah.
I'm not editing this.
No, don't.
We talk about all of our sponsors at the very end of this episode, along with some events. Real quick, this episode is sponsored by Hauk Walker Originals. You can go to haukwalker.com. They offer a huge variety of unique and personalized gifts, also laser engraving to customize just about anything you can think of. Again, that is Hauk Walker Originals, and you can get them at haukwalker.com. Every once in a while, we go out to a big event, and we do event coverage. This one is all about Psychedelic Panther, and this is going to be part 1. We broke this up into episodes because we did like 9 different recordings. So I'm going to cram a few of them together, and I'm going to try to do hour to hour and a half long episodes, and that way you can kind of pick through it episodically. Part 1 starts off with us kind of talking a little bit about Psychedelic Panther. We got off course a lot, but I got my buddy Lucas Peterson sitting in the hot seat with me for the first part of the episode. We had some vendors come over and visit with us. We also had some of the patrons, the people that came out to check out the event and shop the vendor booths, stop in and just talk to us for just a quick second. And then we sat down with the headliner for the evening, Mean Motor Scooter, and get to talk a little bit about their band and what they've got going on as a band and what they were planning on performing for us that night at Psychedelic Panther. I am kind of flying by the seat of my pants here as I edit these. I'm going to try to put them out to you quickly, and we'll just kind of have to see how this goes. This will be part 1, and I think by the time we get done with this, we're going to have part 3 or maybe part 4 and possibly part 5. And there's a very good chance that next year it'll be out at Lola's. We will keep you posted. If you're looking for updates on activities like this, you can always follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just look up Fort Worth Roots. That is enough talking out of me. Thank y'all for being here, and let's start the show. Welcome to another episode of the Fort Worth Roots podcast with Lucas Peterson.
Hola.
We are at the Psychedelic Panther year 2 out here at Lola's.
I can't believe that was a year ago.
What's going on, brother? We're recording right now. You want to introduce yourself? I've got this mic on here. You got to get a little closer to it.
The mask doesn't help either.
No, you can pull that thing out of there. Here, hold on to that thing.
Hello?
Why is that? I
don't know.
can't hear him.
No. Do it again.
Oh, you're on 4. My bad. Here we go.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
All right.
Yeah, you can't hear yourself, but we can hear you fine.
Cool. As long as you can hear me.
I follow you on social media, man. What's your
Likewise,
name?
man. My name's Zero.
Zero. All right. And what's with the mask? I got to take a picture of this.
Couple different things,
You
man.
mind if I take a
No,
picture?
No, not at all.
Cool.
Couple
you got
different things.
Grab that.
One for the theatrics.
Yeah.
I'm just a fan of wrestling, lucha.
Okay.
It's I'm Latino, so didn't really feel like wearing a lucha mask, but figured I can make my own thing. Big fan of horror movies.
Excellent.
And this is actually a customized Vega mask from Street Fighter.
Oh, no
It's
shit.
kind of a mix of all the things that I'm really into.
Very cool,
Plus, I have
man.
anxiety, so this helps
Yeah.
manage a lot of it. Like,
Kind of block it out.
yeah,
Shield
that
it.
and we're in Fort Worth, and we have a lot of what I think people think a Latino looks like. And I'm Mexican. I'm from Guanajuato, so I just feel like this is a true representation of myself.
Yeah.
And I think it's a representation of Latinos that isn't typical
Yeah.
for Fort Worth.
Well, it's excellent. Your art is amazing.
Appreciate it.
I
Thank
love
you.
the stuff you put out.
Appreciate it, man.
Every time I see it, I'm like.
Thank you.
We'll have to come by your booth and take some pictures
Yeah,
later.
for sure, man. Whenever you guys.
Right on.
Check
You
it
gonna
out.
be out here tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be here all
Cool, man.
weekend.
How do people find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm Project Zero Art, ZER, and the number 0.
Very cool.
Project Zero Art on pretty much everything.
Andrew, put that in the show notes.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Andrew.
Note to
All right,
self.
brother. Zero, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll come see you here in a little bit.
Definitely.
All right. And
See you,
thanks for all the love on social, man.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. Everything just reset itself. So I'm having trouble with my roadcaster. Let's see how the battery's doing. We still got 3 balls of light on.
3 balls of light.
3. That's a
technical term.
I think that's how the UK measures things.
In balls?
In balls.
What?
Yeah.
Is this 2 for? Oh yeah, there's
That's
my
yours.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
better. I was like, why is everyone so low? All right, that's better.
Lucas Peterson, all the way from Plano,
Every time I'm all the way from Plano.
to come hang out with me. I've made the trip, what, twice?
At least
3
twice.
times, maybe?
Oh yeah. Well, you guys came to that dinner
That,
when we had sushi once.
and I've been to your apartment, and then
it's more
there was
than
another
3.
time I went. Andy, wasn't that your
Yep.
friend?
Yeah.
And he moved off, and then and then I went to Megan's birthday party out at the truck yard.
Yes.
What's the name of it?
Yep. That was cool. Thanks for coming.
Hell yeah!
You were like the first one there.
I will. Was I?
You or Daniel, or maybe Christy and Tony.
I usually show up early for everything.
You're
so-
on time.
Yeah.
You are.
I was
On
freaking
time.
out a little bit today.
Why?
I'm waving at you. This kid wants to come over here, but he's being shy. Why are you being shy? Here, come say hi. You want to talk on the
He's the
microphone?
perfect height for the microphone.
You won't be able to hear yourself, but you can talk to us. Can you got to put your face like right there.
It'll be a little weird though.
Huh?
It'll be a little weird.
What would be weird?
I don't know.
Just talking on a microphone? You're famous now. You're on one of the largest podcasts in Fort Worth.
Wait, I am?
Yeah? What's your name?
Justin.
Justin? Where do you go to school?
At T.A. Sims.
Okay, where's T.A. Sims?
It's like East Fort Worth.
Say again?
East Fort Worth.
East Fort Worth? Okay. What grade are you in, bud?
I'm in 4th.
Did he just say that? Okay. What subject do you like the most? It's okay.
Does lunch count?
Lunch counts.
Sure.
Yes, it does. Who's your favorite lunch lady?
I don't know their names.
What's your favorite meal then?
It'll probably be the cheeseburgers.
The cheeseburgers? Yeah? Do you dress it up with any kind of extras, or you just take it how they give it to you? Do you get the cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah? Excellent, excellent. Now, do y'all listen to podcasts?
Huh?
Do y'all listen to podcasts?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your favorite podcast?
I forgot the name of it.
We listen to like mysteries and stuff like that.
What is it?
Mysteries.
Mysteries? Yeah? Like murder mystery or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
True crime.
True crime. Yeah, that's the
Probably
favorite.
shouldn't be listening to that.
You know. There's some science.
Well, you'll have to check out the Fort Worth Roots podcast, okay? We got a lot of local shows here in Fort Worth that are awesome. Feel free to take anything you want. There's a whole bucket over there with like goodies. So y'all want to try
swag.
it out. Thanks for being on the show, bud. All right. People are starting to trickle in.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't want any of our awesome State Farm leftover pins from last September.
He didn't have a need for your pens or business card holders.
Yeah,
No.
I get that.
Not yet.
Maybe we should get some like little fire trucks from the fire department. That would
Ooh,
be
that
cool.
would have been cool.
That would be cool.
I gotta listen to that interview yet. Wait, is it out?
It's not out.
Okay.
No.
That's why. Then I don't feel bad.
No, don't feel
All right.
bad.
Good.
Yeah, we just did that. Shit, was that yesterday?
Was it or the day before?
What day is today? Today's Friday. So yeah, it was yesterday.
It's Good Friday,
Jesus.
Andrew.
Yeah.
How dare you?
That's why I said Jesus. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're commemorating. Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what tidbit of information do you have for us, Lucas, on this Good Friday?
Tidbit.
Pertaining to Good Friday, maybe?
Oh gosh.
Or auto repair, whatever.
Auto repair.
Yeah.
No, that's a random one.
No, it's not. That's what you did with your Good Friday.
Oh, yeah, I didn't consider auto repair. Sorry, it was audio repair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought you were getting
Yeah.
your oil changed or something.
Oh god, for 4.5 hours?
So you got speakers?
Yeah.
Did you fix your windshield?
Oh, it's been fixed for a while. How dare you?
So for our listeners that don't know, Lucas was driving around his car for like the entire time I knew him with a busted windshield. It was so bad that there was like glass dust all over his
No.
dash. Yes,
there
there
was-
was.
There was a big baseball-sized indent.
Did you
in it.
ever figure out or
No.
come to a conclusion on that one?
No. And I told you the story, right? I thought it was a bullet, and then it wasn't a bullet. No. Came back from vacation and didn't use my car for a few days, obviously, because we were in Vegas, and then had a big gash and a rock on my hood, and it was like, oh, that's nice, right in my apartment. Okay.
And for our listeners that are shaking their heads going, man, Lucas is a poor guy, because that's what they were thinking. They're like, Lucas is poor.
Why?
Lucas is loaded, folks.
Oh,
He has a
whatever.
great job. He's an attorney.
No.
And, well,
Can't misrepresent.
you're basically an attorney.
I don't give legal advice. No.
If you were going to give legal advice, what legal advice would you give us?
Stay out of politics.
Stay out of politics?
Yeah. Unless you're perfect.
That's not possible, is it?
No, it's not.
Especially in today's age.
Yeah.
You know, 10 years from now, they're going to be like, anybody that had a podcast was a bad person.
Yeah, because all of this shit would be brought back against you. You know it. Hey, Andrew said this on this day.
The odds of me not having already said something that's going to be highly criminalized in 10 years is zero.
Right? Yeah.
Right?
I mean, how many conversations have we had where we're like, well, can we say that? Can we talk about that? Whoops. I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
You're damned.
Dustin Snyder from the Jerry Jonestown Massacre was getting on to me because I try to somewhat... I hate to use the word censor, but I do try to steer the conversation away from too much adult language. And if it gets too... It's a personal thing for me because I don't like listening to anything that's just FF.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I come on.
I know.
It gets old.
It's not a Martin Scorsese movie.
Right.
Like,
So for
I
me,
can do that.
it's not about like, oh, you shouldn't say that word. It's like, you shouldn't say that word 5,000 times in an episode.
You should have dropped it right there, I feel like. But yes. No, I agree. Or like other words. You know, there's the, you know...
Well, some much more egregious words, yes.
Well, there's one. that
I
you just-
know. We're
I
both
mean,
thinking that the people that are listening know exactly what you're talking about.
And yet British people use it all the time. I don't know why.
How you doing, you?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, I was listening.
It's a normal salutation.
I was watching the new doc on Louis Capaldi. I love him.
Who is this?
Louis Capaldi?
I'm sorry. I'm ignorant.
Oh,
to
how
this.
dare you.
Yeah,
How
I
dare
saw that
you.
coming. So
You-
who's the man? What's he do?
don't- He's a singer,
Okay.
performer. He's been
Okay.
out a few years.
Has he ever been on my show?
No.
Okay. Well, now you know.
We could get him on. We should get him on. He'd be good.
So what's going on in this doc?
Well, he dropped that word all the time. I
Yeah.
mean, and his friends, you know,
Yeah.
just like, you know, don't be a see you next
Yeah.
Tuesday. That's just the way they freaking talk. You know, it's like normal phraseology.
Right.
But if you did that here,
Yeah, not so much.
I wouldn't even say that at a bar. Like, I would be afraid to say that at a bar because somebody would smack you. I'm
if it was
little.
directed at anybody, yeah. That's a good way to start a fight.
I think even if you said it about yourself, they would
I
take
don't know.
offense.
What bar are you at?
Any bar in America these days?
I don't know. I think you could probably say it in general, just not. I mean, if you called someone's wife
well,
or
yeah.
something,
Then you
there's
might
gonna
deserve
There's
it.
gonna, yeah, you
Yeah.
deserve it.
But if you're like, hey,
100%.
you know, I'm going to give you a card now because I don't want to be
Yeah.
some, you know, Karen next to you.
Okay. Yeah, I
What?
see what you're saying.
How'd you? Huh? What?
There's some high probability there.
Yeah. We don't say that
She'd
here.
get over it though, right?
Yeah. She'd get over something.
I don't know.
We always. Go ahead. What?
I'm with my buddy Dustin on this. I don't think that anything should be censored.
No.
But yeah, it's just kind of a preference thing. Like, did you probably hadn't checked it out yet? But if you go listen to the Jerry Jonestown
I've checked it
Massacre
out.
episode, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot of words
Yes.
and a lot of. We talk about pew pews a little too much.
Oh yeah.
But it was
That's
a
that
really
one.
good episode. And
It
I
was.
love those guys, and I want them on the show every week. But
I don't know how they use their logo. How
Yeah.
did they do that?
so Matt had to drop the C bomb about 6 times in that episode. So I went ahead and I used some colorful little bleeps, different little sound effects and things like that. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Well,
I
mean,
agree with Dustin fully. I don't think you should censor anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too much sometimes.
Where did we turn?
On what?
Where did we turn? How did we?
How did we get here? Oh, I
yeah,
don't know.
I don't know.
We were talking about you being an attorney. I know that's where it started.
Yeah. Right.
And then we moved into cancel culture. And then we got to...
Oh yeah. That's right.
So tell me about what's your opinion on the event so far? We got some vendors here. We got some music going.
I think it's a better spot than last year.
Definitely a better spot.
Yeah.
More space, better stage, inside and out.
Last year, I like that bar. I like that venue, I should say, because I've seen two. Well, I think last year was the second time I'd been there. So one other time, but
And for our listeners that don't know, it was at Main at Southside.
Yes.
And that has closed now.
no,
Yep.
did it? Oh,
That's why.
Okay.
That's why we're doing it here. But also, I think that if Mass was still in the picture, we might have done it here anyway, just because it is more conducive to what Joe Guzman was trying to put on with Psychedelic Panther. There's just more space. The stage is better.
Yeah.
So
Well, and they're gonna have one inside, and they're. Excuse me. See the beer? It's making me burp.
Yeah, you're all right.
One outside. I see somebody setting up back there, and that guy looks familiar too. I swear I'm just old.
You just have seen every face.
I know, right?
Well, Mass had two stages as well. Do you remember that? We had one set up outside
Oh,
by
yes.
kind of where we were,
Sorry. Yeah.
where I had the Fort Worth Roots mobile studio set up.
They were also in front of the big sign that kept trying to fly away.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're right. Why? So why did they change it then? This is fun because I'm a newbie, but not a newbie. Why did they change it to 2 days?
Talking to Joe, he felt like we just had too many artists last year. Like it was too much.
Okay.
So condensing it kind of made it better, which I don't argue with. Seems like a solid idea to me.
Yeah.
I know that 3 days was exhausting. I only did 2. But for Joe and everybody else that was involved from start to finish, God, man, 3 days of that?
Oh, I thought it was only one.
No,
Last year.
3 days last year.
But Saturday was the first day?
No, they did Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh.
And so this year we're
okay.
just doing Friday and Saturday,
Okay, yeah. Sunday seems
which I feel better because now I'm here for the entire thing. Last year I didn't take the Friday to get out there, but
No, you were just there on Saturday.
Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, you were.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be helpful if I listened.
It's okay. You were there. You were there.
Saturday.
Yeah.
I was.
You
Yeah.
were there Saturday.
I don't leave on Sunday. That's my Sabbath.
And I might be full of shit. Maybe I wasn't there Sunday. I feel like I was.
I think you were there both days. I'll give you the credit.
Yeah. I know I wasn't there for Friday though.
So they did 3 days last year.
Yeah. So
Crap.
anyway, so
That's
now
like
we're
a-
now 2.
Yeah.
Too
That's
much.
Getting into Lollapalooza
Yeah.
festival. You know, campers and shit. Porta potties.
By the time this airs, this other event will have already happened, but River Oaks Springfest Car Show last year had 10,000 people
That's crazy.
in one day. And so I was talking to the guy that runs the YMCA out there, Mike Brown. He's the CEO and president of Metropolitan YMCA Fort Worth, something. We just released that episode. And I made the comment that I thought the River Oaks Springfest Car Show could eventually turn into kind of like a Mayfest thing, like week-long event, because it drew so many people. There's I think the population of River Oaks is like 7,000 or 8,000.
Oh, is it really that big?
I mean, that's pretty
7
small.
or 8. I thought you said 780,000.
Oh, no.
Which I thought was odd. Okay.
That would be odd. That'd be almost the size of Fort Worth. Yeah. But
Okay.
anyway, so to pull 10,000 people in a community that small, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're pulling the community plus 2,000 people.
Yeah. The whole thing.
Figuratively.
Every man, woman, and child.
That's right.
Plus.
Bring all the infants and babies and toddlers.
How old do you have to be before you count in the population poll?
It's a good question.
I wonder if they count 2-year-olds.
Is this...
They don't have a job. What are they good for?
Have you ever seen the SNL bit with Christopher Walken where he's a census taker? Dude, it is amazing.
I'll have to look that up.
It is... no, he's not the census taker. I'm sorry. He's the guy at home. And the census taker comes to his house.
Okay.
The biggest question I remember is the guy's like, so do you work? And he's like, yeah. Do you work full time? Well, I wouldn't say it's full time. I mean, I sleep a lot.
I have seen this.
That's great.
Yeah.
And he's got a cat. He's got a cat in his apartment, and he tries to count the cat on the census, and like all these weird things.
Yeah.
Yes. It's anyway.
I've seen it. Christopher Walken's Jewel.
You know, that sucks about YouTube that they ban those.
What do you mean?
You can't watch SNL clips on YouTube. Like they're like really, really strict on them.
Why is that?
I don't know. Because I've tried to watch that one, and I can't find it. I could be wrong.
Did you try TikTok?
No.
TikTok don't give a shit.
I'm not getting that shit on my phone.
You're one of those
I don't
people,
want to be
eh?
corrupted. No, I'm the most opposite of one of those people, but I just don't. Dude, Instagram Reels is bad enough. I have gotten into that trap lately.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
so
trying to
it's
get
not
better.
healthy for you. Is what
It's
you're
not
saying.
healthy. No. I don't need 45-minute bathroom breaks because I'm on my stupid phone. They're long enough as it is.
Yeah, your legs go to sleep.
Yes,
You don't-
especially with the squatty
You
potty.
don't even need to wipe anymore because it's
cake.
past that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's itching.
Gross, Lucas.
That squatty potty does make your legs
Did I
go
turn
to sleep.
you onto that? Did
Yes.
You? Okay.
Yes. You don't want to hear the description of why, but yes,
Well,
you did.
for our listeners, I am an avid supporter of the Squatty Potty, not a sponsor,
Yes.
to the point where, like, my boss confronted me the other day. He's like, how come every time I go into the restroom after you've got a chair in front of the toilet? And I was like, well, let me tell you a little story that has to do with your lower intestines anus, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So I explained to him the Squatty Potty, and I was like, and now I'm kind of hooked on it. So it's just doing the number 2 is unimaginable without having my feet up. So I'll take a chair, put it in front of the toilet, and it's got the little braces on the back of the chair. So I'm just elevating my feet like 6-7 inches off the ground
Enough to break that.
to simulate the Squatty Potty.
Yes. To correct that junction.
Yeah.
Basically.
And in the other bathroom, we have a toolbox, and I pull that out, and it's exactly the right height. I put the toolbox in front of the toilet.
Does he ever come out and ask you that?
Well, he didn't know about the
What
toolbox thing,
tools
but
are you
I told
using?
him. The toolbox I always put back, but the chair sometimes I forget. I don't know why, but anyway.
That is hilarious. I wonder what he thought. What's going on in his head? What is this guy doing?
What the hell's going on in there,
Yeah.
Andrew?
A chair. A chair.
Yeah.
There's already a seat.
It's facing the wrong way. Was he having a conversation with somebody?
Yes.
Somebody that was looking away from
What are you, Lyndon Johnson?
Explain that.
Oh, he's infamous for making his staff come into the White House shitter and have conversations about policy with him.
Why?
I don't know. Like,
No explanation?
well, he was so busy.
Oh, okay. I
mean-
guess that kind of makes sense.
No.
It's a bit of a... That's a power move, right?
Yeah,
For sure.
He was a dick. It sounds like
Yeah.
that just sounds like you're being a jerk.
His last name was Johnson, so...
Well, yeah. I mean, and I'm sure I'm gonna get blasted. Maybe I don't know because he's a
Maybe.
Texan,
Nah.
right?
It's okay.
Just drove on his road today.
It's no... nobody gets a pass on weird behavior like that.
That was weird.
Just why my boss confronted me.
That's actually that is a great. You were talking to those other people about what podcasts they listen to, and I wish the lady would come back with it. But if you want a great podcast about presidents, there's one that's like it goes way deep into like their presidency and then them as people too.
Yeah.
But it didn't do all of them. It did like the big ones. So LBJ. Who's the racist from the early 1900s? Wilson.
Oh, yeah?
Wilson, yeah, he was a bad dude. Kennedy, just like some of the bigger ones. Clinton, because pretty relevant.
Yeah.
But it was a great podcast. I can't remember the name.
Jimmy Carter, that's the one I want to listen to.
No.
What?
Really? Did you
Check this out.
Okay.
Canada had
All
a
ears.
nuclear reactor that went critical, and I don't understand the ins and outs of that, but they needed help fixing the problem. So they had the U.S. come in and figure out how to shut this thing down. Well, there was so much radiation coming off of this thing. They had decided that what they had to do is they had to disassemble this thing and then rebuild it, because once a reactor starts doing its thing, there's no way to shut it down, right?
I don't know.
Well, anyway,
You have to keep the fuel cool.
the situation was such that they were going to have to remove it, rebuild it, and install it somewhere else. And I think today it is still in use, but they had to break it all down and put it somewhere else. Canada couldn't do this on their own. So with the radiation levels being as high as they were, they decided that, okay, the amount of exposure that any one person can have in total is 90 seconds. So they had to figure out how to break this whole thing down. Each person that went in there had 90 seconds to do one part of the breakdown, and then they had to leave and they were done. So if you went in there and you had to loosen one bolt and you didn't get it all the way out at 90 seconds, you're out of there.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, it was a tight schedule. They only had so many people, and it had to be done in a certain order. And they got it done. They did this.
When
and
was this?
I want to say it was in the 70s, but I'm not sure.
But it was Carter.
Well, you just ruined it. That was the surprise. Anyway.
Shocker.
So, yeah, Jimmy Carter was one of the young men that had to go in there and do his 90 seconds and later became president.
Oh, he worked on it?
Yeah.
How the hell's that bastard still alive then?
Well, he's in hospice right now.
I did hear that, yeah. I think he's the oldest.
But he spent his
Oh, no way.
entire late years after his presidency doing community outreach the entire time.
It's because
he
he's
never
got
stopped.
4 extra thumbs.
What are you talking about?
I mean, didn't you know that? That's why he's such good.
Oh, because of the
Mark?
radiation? Okay, all right.
Where's the clapping button?
I gotta back you out.
Oh, this
Hold
is
on.
not gonna work.
I know. There, there. No, that's not it. There we go. Okay.
Is that laughter?
That's
Or just
clapping.
clapping?
It's applause.
Oh, do you have laughter?
We have laughter. Where is laughter?
You need like a
It says
cackle.
right there.
Oh, there we go. Dude, I would have.
That's pretty close to a
I
cackle.
would. Yeah, I would.
They're labeled on
They're
screen
still
next
laughing.
time. Yeah, it's okay. It was a good bit. All right, well, we'll wrap this segment up, and we're going to continue to cover the Psychedelic Panther Year 2 out here at Lola's with our good buddy Lucas Peterson, who will not be joining us for tomorrow.
No.
What am I supposed to do? Am I going to do like a 2-day coverage of this thing? I'm going to be here today and tomorrow.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Especially because you're not partaking in the beer festivities.
I could use 4 more thumbs. I know that.
4 more?
You said Lyndon had, or Jimmy Carter had 4 extra thumbs. I got jealous.
Yeah. Well, I would come join you, but I'm going to a barbecue class, and then we're going to a Easter pot hunt.
Nice.
Right?
You want to trade?
Kind of strange. It's definitely. I don't know what to expect.
I wouldn't trade anything to be right here at Psychedelic Panther.
That's right. Yeah.
Folks, if you're listening to this now, you missed year 2, but you can always prepare for year 3 of the Psychedelic Panther.
That was a good intro. That was a good plug. I like that.
Yeah.
Smooth. It's
right.
like you've done this a few times.
Maybe.
Like 150 or something.
It's like 100 and... Yeah.
It's getting there.
I think I got 150 total with the backlog.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm working on it. Okay, that's enough for now. Look out. We'll see you guys
World.
here in a minute. I'm just going to kind of fade out here.
Okay. That's
See
what I
you,
do all
Lucas.
day long.
Goodbye.
Just fade out.
Goodbye, everybody. All right. Are y'all good with the house lights? I can change the color. I've got this remote here.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
it
let's do
does. What color you want?
What
are you feeling?
Let's do like a light. Yeah, let's do like a teal.
You want teal?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
we go.
All right,
Yeah,
we're
I like
rocking the teal. For the people listening to this recording, we've got the mobile podcast studio hooked up with strobe lights, color change, mood settings.
It's beautiful.
I'm sitting here today with the folks from Mean Motor Scooter. What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
Howdy.
Y'all want to do a round robin and tell the people your name and what you do in the Mean Motor Scooter?
My name is Joe Tacky, and I play bass in the Mean Motor Scooter.
My name is Mike, and I play drums for Mean Motor Scooter.
And I'm Sammy, and I sing and play guitar.
Like a badass. Thank you. Now, how many awards did y'all win this last go around with Fort Worth Weekly? Were those all Sammy Kid?
No, well,
Oh, yeah.
We got. I can't remember. There was a very few nominations.
Yeah, it was like
they
2 or
narrowed
3
it down
that we won.
way
I didn't.
down.
Sammy won.
But I definitely got some guitarist. That's what it was. I got
But
guitarist.
I was moving my home like kind of former studio just out, and I've got like 9 of those fucking trophies.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah,
I've definitely lost at least 3 or 4. So.
You guys are knocking out so many awards, you just miss them, misplace them. They
mean-
still haven't given me mine.
Oh no?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hunt them down. And be like, hey, come on.
Oh yeah. I
Do
brought
these
one
awards
up
mean nothing
here.
to you?
Oh, Sammy's got Panda's award in
Yeah.
his, in
your car.
Oh, good. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
They couldn't
I
make
figured
it to
we-
the ceremony, and I've been meaning to get it to them ever since. But I finally remembered. So.
Well, y'all's award ceremony was a ceremony. The one I won was just like a 2-sentence write up in the.
Hey man, that's
Oh,
still
well,
cool.
Better than nothing.
So how was the award show? I've gotten a lot of mixed feedback on that.
I mean, compared to past award shows, or
Yeah, I think that's what the chatter's about.
It was just narrowed way down. You know,
Yeah.
I think the normal categories had like 12 or 13 nominations before, and it was narrowed down to 5 on each one, and there weren't near as many categories. So it was really just slimmed down a lot, which made it kind of, not as fun. You want everybody there. You know, you want to include as many people as possible.
It's like if you go to a theme park and 6 of the rides are shut down.
Sure, yeah.
It's like, bitch, I wanted to be on the Texas Giant today.
But it was still fun. I'm glad they still did it, and it felt like kind of a return into the normalcy of before, like heading the right direction at least.
Yeah, that was kind of the theme of 22 is just everybody trying to get back to normal, right?
Mm-hmm. Are we there yet?
No, we're not. I don't think it's ever going to go back. It's like, anytime we have a big thing, like 9/11, now air travel sucks.
Yeah.
Right. That's a good point.
I think that, I don't know. I mean, today I guess will be some sort of proof of whether we're back to normal or not.
It's the new normal, right? New normal.
I think there's gonna be a lot of people here. It should be awesome.
Well, wasn't last year or the last one? Wasn't it during the pandemic? The last festival?
That's 22.
Yeah.
You're talking about psychedelic?
Yeah.
Yeah, year 1 was last year.
So I mean,
there was a lot of people there last year.
Yeah,
There was
was
tons
packed.
of people there.
Should be cool.
I think the head count was like 350, I think.
Really?
Something like that.
That sounds about right.
But I mean, for Mass being what it is, that was that's a lot of people. That's
yeah.
a lot of ass packed into one spot.
it felt like it.
I think we're about to get a train.
Uh-oh.
These last forever. Have y'all been over here when the train happens?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
loud.
Like locks down this road for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a little gridlock.
I live like right over there.
Yeah, and your
Yeah?
studios.
And
the
the studios is like right over there too. So
The studio. What road are you on? The studio?
it's off of Main, broadly speaking.
That's still Maine?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, cool.
You've been there.
I have been there. It's just been a minute. I'm not cool enough to get a repeat invite.
Oh, you come back anytime. Just hit me up.
I need to see the new studio. You did a bunch of modifications.
Yeah, I had remodeled the control room, moved in a 1972 Auditronics mixing console.
That's the one you
Badass.
completely rebuilt, right?
Yeah, like from the ground up, basically.
Wizard, you.
Yeah, it's been wild.
Did we mention the name of your studio yet? Cloud?
Oh, it's Cloudland Recording Studio.
Yeah.
If we didn't,
Yeah. And what all do you specialize in? I know you do a lot of analog stuff there, which is not typical of all studios.
yeah, a lot of analog. I mean, I have a 2-inch tape machine. I record most bands to and stuff. So, or you just listen back to the last time I did the podcast, and I went like way nerdy on it.
Yes, you
so.
did. Yes, you did. I saw your interview with Eddie Brown from the Fort Worth Weekly right before I interviewed him.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
I was giving him props. I was like, man, you did a good job with old Tacky there. I was like, thanks.
We've known Ed for a long time. I like him a lot. He's
Yeah.
he's a good journalist.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty level-headed guy.
He is, yeah, a good dude.
So what's your deal, man? I've never talked to you before.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me on.
Hell yeah. We
well,
need to do this in a studio where there's not a effing train rolling through sometime.
Well, we can do.
here it comes. There it is.
We can do part 2 at Cloudland someday.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be
great.
cool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Maybe
It's like you got
just
to work
let it
out.
roll, yeah.
Yeah, Mike's
It's
the
all
new
part of the
addition.
ambience.
Yeah. I'm sure our listeners are loving this right now.
yeah.
I'm not editing this.
No, don't.
We got to put up with this, so do you.
Come on! I'm a train. We get
So
it.
anyway, that's the secret to life.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering.
I hope that came through because that was really, that's groundbreaking shit
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
It took me a lifetime to figure it out, but I think I finally got it all down.
I mean, I know they see the mobile podcast studio symbol, the sign here, so you would think you'd have some courtesy, right?
Yeah, turn that thing down, right? Come on.
Is there volume
it's like you're
knob
a train
on
or
that?
something.
Who is it? Ah!
Dustin.
Susie, Dustin! Our JJTM homies just rolled up.
Good
It's
dude.
a veritable who's who of Fort Worth.
Now, Dustin's a little more than a podcast guy to you. You guys go way back.
Yeah, I've known Dustin for 10 years now, more or less.
Yeah, he was in the last project we were all doing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what does he usually do with you guys? Is he bass?
Yeah, he played bass.
Yeah, he played bass in Uncle Toasty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
He plays bass in the Spectacle as well.
Yep.
Probably some other stuff too. Dude stays busy.
Do they play very often? I haven't had a chance to catch him
No, they don't play a lot, but when they do, it's usually a Spectacle.
Just waiting for that one.
So the train interrupted us, man. What are you
Oh, yeah.
What are you up to?
So yeah, I'm the new addition to Mean Motor Scooter. I filled in on drums, so I'm be your new guy going forward. But yeah, they
Very
picked me
lucky
up
to
from-
have him.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he's been awesome. He's been
appreciate
such a good drummer.
Where are you from?
I'm from Connecticut originally.
Oh,
Actually,
wow.
I moved here it's been 10 years. So
Nice.
am I really from there anymore?
Yeah, you're a local now.
Yeah, I guess 10 years is the marking
You've
point,
drank
I guess.
enough Fort Worth water.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's in your blood.
But no, I'm local to Fort Worth nowadays, and joined Mean Motor Scooter went back in October or so, sometime or late last year, and we've
Yeah.
been slaving away at these new songs for the new album. That's we're hoping to put out this upcoming summer,
Nice.
and we're
Any more badass music videos to go along with it?
We definitely.
Your last one was
Thank you.
awesome.
Oh, thank you. That's Coffee Pot, man. They do
great.
fantastic work.
Where are they
Love
out
those
of?
guys.
They're Metroplex broadly. They kind of live all over Fort Worth, Irving,
DFW.
Dallas.
Yeah.
They all grew up together, and they're just kind of a collective of a lot of them work professionally in the film industry, and then they just do videos and stuff on the side just for fun while they're not I think Anthony assistant directed some pretty big TV show pretty recently
No
and
shit.
stuff. Yeah.
wow.
Well, they're doing my next music video. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I picked up a guitar and I learned E minor.
Okay.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Devil's Chord, right?
The Devil's Chord.
I think that's what they call it.
Okay.
Isn't that right?
I've never heard it. I don't know.
Why
I
would
think
you?
I've been told
Why
that.
would it be called that?
I don't know. I didn't make it up.
You people from Connecticut, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, are y'all gonna bust out anything new on stage tonight? Something we
Almost
haven't heard?
exclusively.
Mostly
yeah.
new,
It
yeah.
should be all new shit.
All new songs.
Very
Unless
cool.
you caught us at Lola's a couple months ago, but that was with
Even a lot of those songs won't be on the record.
Yeah,
so-
and some of those songs, we're not even playing anymore. But yeah, we played here a couple months ago, and we had our friend Matt Mabe filling in on drums because Mike was having a baby. Well, Mike's wife was having a baby, and so
Oh my God, Mike!
Oh my goodness.
so yeah, we debuted some of those songs up here, and we played Three Links a couple weeks ago, and debuted most of this set list tonight. But now we got a couple new ones we haven't even played live yet. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna be fun.
Lots of surprises.
Tell these people where to find your content.
On the internet, it's a great place.
You can't just put anything in there. It's not
yeah,
a dump
honestly,
truck.
if you just Google Mean Motor Scooter, I think what
It'll
comes
pop
up.
You'll
So-
find it.
That's a very unique name. 'Cause
Whatever
you're
you
right.
listen to it
if you
on.
type in Mean Motor Scooter, you guys are the only thing that pops
Yeah.
up
It's true.
for sure. All right, guys. Well, shit. Thanks for doing this, and
for having
legitimately,
us.
let's do a deep dive sometime over at Cloudland.
Yeah,
Let's
man,
do
hit
it.
me up. We'll set it up. We'll do it for real. We can record it on the Cloudland system and.
What's wrong with the Rodecaster?
Oh, the Rodecaster sounds awesome.
Sounds really good.
I rarely listen back to podcasts I do, but I did listen to the one that I did with you, and it sounded great.
Sounded okay, right?
Yeah, it sounded great. No
No,
issues.
but you know what? We should do that. Do like a professional
Yeah, we'll
Cloudland version.
throw up 4 $2,000 microphones and run them through a 70s mixing board.
Nice, nice.
We'll do it right.
All right, guys. Well, good luck tonight. I know you're going to kick ass, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Awesome. Thank you, Andy.
Thanks,
All
man.
right.
Appreciate
See you
it.
guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us for this leg of the Psychedelic Panther 2023 coverage. There are more of these. We're going to release them in order so that you can kind of pick through and see each one of the guests that we sat down with without it being too confusing. Last year, we just put out one big episode. It was way too long, and you didn't really know who was talking, even though it was in the show notes. But there was just too many people. So we broke it up in segments. This is one part, and there are many other parts. Flying by the seat of my pants here, I'm not even sure how many parts we're going to have. If you missed Psychedelic Panther this year, don't worry. Joe Guzman is planning on putting on another one, and we will keep you posted. Psychedelic Panther has its own social media pages, but you can also go to the Fort Worth Roots social media pages. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We do have a Twitter account, but there's not much on that thing. But just look for Fort Worth Roots, and we'll make sure that we keep you up to date with all the events that we have coming up. One event that we do have on the schedule right now is June 24th out at Pouring Glory. And you can get Pouring Glory on social media as well, just as Pouring Glory. They'll be in the show notes. They're one of our sponsors. But June 24th, we'll be out there, and we're inviting all the small business owners and all of the podcasters and any of the local DFW influencers to come out and do a recording with us. You do not have to schedule a block of time to get involved with this on June 24th. Doors are going to open at 10:30 for me. I don't think they're going to start serving beer or food until 11, but we'll sit down and start our first recording at 10:30. Fort Worth Humane Society, I believe, is going to be out there with doggos, so we're going to have that going on too. But you're invited. There's no cost to entry. Do come hungry. If you do like adult beverages, they're going to have a lot of delicious craft beers on tap that you can enjoy. So even though the event is free, I would like people to show up hungry and at least try some of these award-winning burgers or anything else off the menu, just so you get to experience that. Pouring Glory is an excellent place. So, all right, June 24th, and more details to come. Follow us on social to get updates. If you do want to schedule a block of time to make sure that you have a chance to record with us, hit me up at media@fortworthroots.com, and we will make sure that you are on the schedule. We want to make sure we get as many people, as much attention as we possibly can. And musicians, I don't know if I said that, but also musicians. It's going to be a good opportunity for me to do a lot of recordings that day with people that maybe I've been meaning to get a hold of or trying to get them on the show, and we just have not had a chance to get our schedules lined up. So it's going to be a full day of recordings. Starts at 10:30, and we're probably going to keep that thing going till 7, 8 o'clock, something, maybe 9 o'clock. Just depends on what the temperature of the party is and if we still have people that want to do recordings. So, all right, let's get into our sponsors real quick. Woodpost Metalworks. You can go to woodpostmetalworks.com. Use offer code podcast817. They specialize in metal signs with or without LED backlighting, fence and gate repair or installation, light steel fabrication, industrial plasma cutting, and more. I know that's a lot, but they do it all. And we want to keep Fort Worth dollars in Fort Worth pockets. So if you need a new sign for your business, if you need something cut out of metal, if you're trying to come up with an original gift idea for a loved one, for a Christmas, birthday, anniversary present, something like that, these are the guys. Don't go online. Don't buy it from some other country. Buy it from somebody that's putting their blood, sweat, tears, and hard work right here into our community. Woodpostmetalworks.com, and make sure you use offer code podcast817 at checkout to get 10% off. Okay, next one. Hauk Walker Originals, haukwalker.com. You go there to get really awesome, unique, customized gifts for your business or for your office. You need some stuff personalized? They got you covered. They offer a huge variety of unique and personalized gifts, also laser engraving to customize just about anything you can think of. That's haukwalker.com. Roofing Solutions by Darren Hauk. You can go to roofingsolutionshauk.com, and their number is 817-882-6520. And just by being a listener of the Fort Worth Roots podcast, you get 50% off a roofing tune-up. It's where they go up there and they make sure that the sealant around your pipe jacks, vents, and whatnot, I'm not a roofer, are not broken up and flaking away, and they can they'll put new sealant around those things. this is a place for water intrusion, and it can damage your roof. So you need to have this done in Texas, probably once a year. It's okay if you haven't done it every year, but that's what you should do. Also gives them a chance to hop up there and see if you've got any hail damage or whatever. So the typical cost for something like this is $500, and at $500 it's still worth it. You want to make sure that gets done. But since you listened to Fort Worth Roots podcast and you heard it here first, you get 50% off, and Darren and his team will do it for $250. And if they get up there and they find more damage than what the $250 covers, they will come down. They'll tell you, hey, we can't do it for that amount, so you don't owe us anything. Okay, they're not using this as a segue to bend your arm and try to charge you more. So legitimately, $250 to get the job done. And if there's more up there that they need to address, they'll help you walk through the insurance process and make sure that it gets done right. That is Roofing Solutions by Darren Houck. That's roofingsolutionsHouck.com, 817-882-6520. There was something that I was going to include there, but I think it might be illegal to say in the same breath. But if you know Darren, and if you are Darren, then congratulations on the recent thing. I don't know if I can say that along with your business, but anyway, we love you, and we're proud of you, and congratulations. Another sponsor that we're really excited about, that we're proud to have on our team here, our friends at Pouring Glory. Thanks to the owner over there at Pouring Glory, Mr. Scott. It's a good friend of mine now, and we've been working with him for a long time. Just recently, he became a sponsor of the show. You can find them at 1001 Bryan Avenue in Fort Worth, Texas. It's just off South Main Street, in between South Main Street and I-35, 1 block north of Rosedale. It's just easy to pass by because there's nothing else on that little strip right there. They're kind of on an island all by themselves. But it is in a convenient location, and it's easy to find. You plug it into your GPS, Pouring Glory. It's only one of those around. Those are my notes. Pouring Glory is a growler refilling station that serves craft beer and award-winning food with live music. Scott is making a concerted effort to make sure that there is more and more live music out there for you. And now that, it's summertime and we're not worried about as much rain or cold weather or bad weather days, the music is really starting to pick up out there. Denver Williams is out there a whole lot. There's a bunch of other incredible musicians that frequent that establishment, but just go onto their social media pages, Pouring Glory. They're heavy on Facebook and Instagram, or we also try to do a very good job of promoting them as well. Anytime they have an activity coming up, a thing that I really like to go to is Sunday Dog Park, or Dog Park Sunday, whatever they call it. Anyway, from 11 to 4, they close all the gates, and the doggos get to run free off the leash and just enjoy this massive patio that Scott is constantly working on, trying to make it more and more enjoyable out there for you. He's got a mister system that he set up, so you've got, it's not raining on you, but it's, cool mist coming off of these mister lines, and umbrellas on top of picnic tables all over the place, and it's a pretty kick-ass little spot. So anyway, that's every Sunday. You don't have to wait for Dog Park Sunday. It's a dog-friendly establishment. It's just, that's kind of their day to dedicate to the doggos, the fur babies. So you can bring them out there, let them socialize with other dogs, and have a blast. They got food bowls out there, water bowls. They even have these like tiny little dog, I want to call it like a hammock or something. I don't know. It's weird. Very cute. Anyway, dog friendly. Go check that out. Their award-winning food is enough reason to go there, but the dog-friendly part is something I like talking about because I like dogs. But live music, great food, and a lot of excellent craft beers. Body Machine Fitness is located at 2300 West 7th Street. It's part of that shopping center just right there next to Tom Thumb and next to, what is that breakfast place? I can't remember. There's also a Buffalo Wild Wings right there, but it's in that whole thing just across from Chewy's and the park right there on 7th Street. Body Machine Fitness offers truly one-of-a-kind fitness experience. Your first class has already been paid for, so go to www.bodymachinefitness.com to schedule your first high-energy cardio strength group fitness class with best best in industry trainers, cutting edge audio and lighting system. Show up early or stay after your class for the infrared sauna and nutrition snacks in the lobby. I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. I was trying to talk too fast. Anyway, I've been going here for a little while now. I try to go twice a week. Sometimes, life, but I try to get in there twice a week. And it's excellent. And I would encourage you to see some of the videos I've been taking up there. They're on my social media. They're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. But the reason I take videos in there is because they have a really unique environment. They've got these LED lights that are hanging down kind of like icicles across the entire studio in like a grid. And whenever the music starts and when the beat changes, and anyway, it's all in sync. And after a while, once your adrenaline starts pumping and those lights are going and the music is in sync with it, you're kind of in a different plane of existence there for a minute, especially whenever the trainer is just not letting up. But it's like I said, I keep saying this, unique. It is, but you got to see it yourself. First class is paid for. And if you want to, I've got somebody that I think is going to seriously take me up on this offer, and I'm just waiting on the phone call. I will go with you to one of these classes. I've already got a membership. I love going there. I'm already there twice a week. So if you want a familiar face there or you just want to hang out, let me know and I'll go with you to Body Machine Fitness for your paid for class. I don't say free. It's a tacky thing that you don't say anymore. It's not free. It costs something, right? But it's been paid for. So check it out. You can go schedule this class yourself at bodymachinefitness.com. If you have any issues with that, just look them up on Google Maps or whatever you iPhone people use and give them a call. They'll walk you through the process, or maybe they'll just take your order right there over the phone. But definitely worth your time. And lots of cool videos that I have on our social media, but you can also find them as Body Machine Fitness on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook as well, and their videos are way better than mine. But anyway, McFly's Pub, 6104 LTJG Barnett Road. Such a weird address, but you can look them up also using your navigation just by typing in McFly's Pub. This is a 1980s Back to the Future themed bar with a very impressive outdoor area. I'm reading this off my notes, but I wrote these notes. It is an impressive little outdoor area. It's always kind of like everybody has like their own little area, right? They've got these picnic tables set up. They've got these high top bar tables that you can sit at, or they've got this really, really big fire pit kind of tucked off in the corner. You can sit back there with your friends. And so anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is it's a nice big open area. So everybody's like together, but there's also like these little pockets where you can kind of sit off and have your own private little conversation. It's also another dog friendly place. It's located over here by the JRB NAS Carswell, the military base in Fort Worth, where all the jets fly out of. They're on the east side off of Meandering. If you know the area, it's the east gate coming out of the base. They're located on Meandering. See, why doesn't it say Meandering? It calls it something totally different. Anyway, it's awesome. Claudia Wells from Back to the Future, she played Marty McFly's girlfriend. She was there the other day, signing autographs, shaking babies and kissing hands, that whole thing. But they're always doing something out there. They have a singer-songwriter night with Tommy Luke and Dippy Dog, his little dog, his cute little furry animal. That's every week, most of the time. I think every once in a while there's something comes up, but Tommy Luke is excellent. There's a lot of Fort Worth legends that go out there to play and song swap and do all that good stuff. So, and then our one of our bartenders is a musician as well, so sometimes we can get him up there to play some tunes, and he's got some very original material. That's how I'll put it. You want to know more? You're going to have to come check it out yourself. Anyway, that's McFly's Pub. Okay, did we talk about everybody? We talked about McFly's. We talked about Body Machine Fitness. Talked about Pouring Glory, Woodpost Metalworks, Hauk Walker Originals, Roofing Solutions by Darren Hauk. And that's it. That's all the sponsors. And this week's going to be a little bit weird. I'm going to try to put all these episodes out tonight. This little outro, I don't usually do this if you've been listening to the Fort Worth Roots podcast for any length of time. the end credits and the intro are always different because I record them independently for every single episode. I'm not doing that for Psychedelic Panther. So these are all the same. I waited till the very end to tell you that. I should have told you up front. I'm sorry. There was no trickery intended there. It's just kind of how it panned out. Anyway, hope you're enjoying these. If you have any input or you'd like to give us a call or whatever's, do it. Where's the daggum phone number? I forget the phone number all the time. Got it. Phone number for voicemails is 817-988-1292. You can call and you can leave me a voicemail and I will play it on our next episode. And what I'm doing right now is I'm going into the phone trying to figure out how to find my voicemails. I never use this phone. Okay, that's everything. Again, if you would like to be part of our June 24th event out at Pouring Glory starting at 10:30 a.m., to record and talk about either your music, your art, your creations that you bring to live events, your business, your podcast, or your social media endeavors, your YouTube channel, whatever. We're opening up the floor for everybody on June 24th. So you can email me if you want to lock down a time to record. It's media@fortworthroots.com. And you can also call us. This is for the listeners or anybody else out there that's trying to get a hold of the Fort Worth Roots podcast. You can text us too on this number. But if you would like your voicemail played on our next recording, the number is 817-988-1292. That is not a good number to reach me on. So if you're trying to get a hold of me, you should try me on social media or by the email, because I've always got the other phone, my personal phone, in my pocket, which I will not give you that number. I don't need those kind of shenanigans. But 817-988-1292 is good for leaving messages or whatever. There you go. Okie dokie. That is enough talking out of me. Thank y'all so much for being here. I'm going to get the rest of these episodes out to you, so it's back to work.